Welcome to the Marvels, Mysteries and Midlanders podcast. Prepare to take a dive into all things mythical, eerie and downright strange. Stick around. You might just enjoy yourself.
Apologies, it's post-fucking burger tiredness now.
Oh, it's post-burger tiredness now, is it? Come on, mate. I need you on your
Sleepy Adam.
A-game. Sleepy Adam Daly, yeah. You should be excited. Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is?
Tuesday.
It's not Tuesday.
Halloween.
It's Halloween. Yeah, Lewis, stop living in the past, you freak. So hello, everyone.
What day
and
is
welcome
Halloween
to-
on?
Halloween's on a Sunday, you fool, which is today, you fool. You
Yes.
fool. So happy Halloween, everybody, from us here at Marvels, Mysteries and Midlanders.
James,
I've
are you
got
having a
some-
seizure?
Can't stop seem to waving my arms. Yeah, so happy Halloween to all of you, and thank you for joining us on our Halloween special episode. I say special because it's literally about Halloween, you know what I mean? It's literally about Halloween. And we've all dressed up for the occasion, apart from Adam for some reason.
I
So I'm
dressed up as a sweaty boy.
Adam is sweaty boy. Lewis dressed up as a ghost with glasses.
Why does Lewis get more credit than me? He literally got a
because-
towel and put glasses on.
No, he was dressed up as Bob from Halloween 1, and then definitely didn't know that. He definitely didn't know that, but, it looks good, so... So Lewis had the blanket and glasses combo, and I've got my Michael Myers jumpsuit with mask. Well, I took the mask off now, because obviously you don't want to hear the whole episode, so yeah. But yeah, everyone, happy
I do.
Halloween! Happy Halloween 2021. Okay, I can do that for you, mate. Happy Halloween 21. Happy Halloween. So yeah. So how we doing, fellas? How we doing?
I've been better,
Good.
James. I have been better.
What's wrong with you now? You still got freshers flu.
No,
Still got
it's literally those burgers.
double phonitis.
I
Double
am
burgeritis.
sweat- I have the burger sweats. I have the post-meal nappiness. You just want a nap.
Well, I'm sorry, but take those feelings of sleep.
I'm rehydrating.
Get your head in the game because
I'm
you need
gonna
to talk
High
about
School
some
Musical it. I'm gonna get my head in
Halloween.
the game.
I'm sorry.
Zac Efron's gonna bust my door down and just start singing.
Boom bada bada booda boom bada swing. It's bad that I know the songs, but definitely because my sisters watched it, and not because I am secretly
Solo watched it.
a super fan. Just went completely solo with it. But yes, three of us wish you all a very happy Halloween. At least I think we do. I mean, I do, but I don't know about these two. Lewis looks like he might wish people Halloween, but happy
Have a
Halloween.
good one. Have a shit
Yeah.
one. I don't care.
Yeah, if you want to get really Gaelic about it, real Celtic about it, it's actually Happy Samhain.
Samhain.
Samhain. So you two fellas may have seen the term Samhain before, but it's spelt as if it's pronounced Samhain, but it's actually pronounced Samhain. Is that terrifying enough for you?
It already terrifies me.
Good. Happy Halloween to the both of you. But yeah, on this episode today, we are taking a cultural and historical road trip to all the weird and wonderful traditions that exist around and on Halloween. What is Halloween? Where did it come from? Whether it's the history behind the things we know or something completely weird, we'll push as many into your head as we can. So get ready. But first things first, fellas, what are your personal favourite Halloween traditions? Do you celebrate Halloween? Or is
Not
it something
really.
kind of... Who are you?
I'm not really a big Halloweeny kind of guy.
I like
why-
the costumes.
Yeah.
Lewis is into his anonymous costume roleplay.
I do like
encounters.
the cheap kind of chocolate that goes around there.
Cheap chocolate.
Yeah.
You haven't even tried the chocolate salted caramel green goo chocolate buttons from
well, sorry,
M&S
the what?
this
The what?
year. The chocolate buttons containing salted caramel. That's green from Marks and Spencer's. Sponsor us, Marks and Spencer's. Happy Halloween, everyone. So yeah, you haven't even tried that yet. Or the gooey brains. You haven't tried the gooey brains, or the popcorn chocolate Halloween
God.
slab.
If you say one more sweet, I will throw up.
Werther's Originals.
Oh no, they're decent. They're good. We'll allow those.
They're good. So yeah, you got no personal traditions you follow. You're both boring. Well, actually, no, Lucius, alright. He likes costumes. Adam, you're boring.
You're boring, mate. Well, sorry, James. I grew up in a very... I didn't think I'd see that tonight, but I did.
Why'd you stop?
Why'd you stop?
Yeah.
Stop because the hair started to get tangled. The hair on my nipples, it hurts. It hurts when I twist it. Yeah, so yeah, I was just currently caressing my body with my Michael Myers jumpsuit zip open. So yeah, sexy magic Michael Myers. But anyway,
it's a zip. I thought it
It is
was
a
a button.
there's buttons as well, but it's a zip. It's zip and button. I know, very
Oh, wow.
fancy. I know. Yeah, I'm ready for anything. You know, if a sudden encounter takes place where I have to be out the suit, I can be. Keep the mask on though.
You would have think buttons would be quicker, wouldn't you?
Yeah, like the detachable ones, whatever they are.
There you go.
I don't
Yeah,
think
not
Michael
detachable,
Myers
the
thought
puppy
about
ones.
that.
The puppy ones, yeah.
Yeah, the puppy ones.
That's a quick zip, not so quick.
Well,
It could get tangled, the zip. It could
into our
get
deep,
caught.
Yeah.
our deep dive into Halloween. We're discussing the incredible thoughts between how a goddamn jumpsuit works. So thank
You
you.
feel
might
like-
get your hair stuck in
Yeah,
the zip.
true.
My chest isn't that hairy. Well, I've got
Oh,
like a
okay.
shag rug. I mean, I know you can see it, but that's not. Is it bad?
What a
Must be the
hair.
camera.
Have I
It must
been
be
a
the
bad
camera.
Michael? Have I been a naughty Michael Myers this year? Anyway,
James,
so yeah,
what's your favorite Halloween film? Like
Halloween
actual Halloween,
film?
like
Saturn Halloween.
Halloween inspired, like Halloween the fucking Michael
series.
Myers.
Well, I've watched 3 so far. I'm currently halfway watching Halloween 2, the original, but I watched the original 70s version. I watched Halloween Kills, and I watched the Halloween... I think out of all... Like, I love the atmosphere to the original Halloween, but the first reboot I really like as well. The new one, Halloween Kills, it's a bit too long, and it suffered from like middle film itis, where basically not really a lot happens in it.
Have you watched the Rob Zombie one?
I've watched the first one.
Yeah.
So you got Hick Michael Myers.
Oh,
God damn it, Michael! Why'd you bang your sister again?
Yeah, that kid creeps me the fuck out every
Yeah,
single time.
did a good job casting him, to be fair, because you know.
Good
Michael
job,
Myers.
good job.
Good job on the casting there, Rob Zombie. Imagine legally having your second name Zombie. Lewis Zombie.
Lewis Zombie.
Yeah, I like it. As Western fellas, which we are, the Halloween traditions we are familiar with are the likes of trick-or-treating, bobbing for apples, gorging candy, and carving pumpkins. After giving a quick look, apparently another thing we can do for Halloween is to literally get scared by black cats. We can light candles, apparently. And also, apparently, seeing ghosts is a Halloween tradition.
Oh,
But fat
seeing-
cats
seeing
I'm going to
ghosts.
see a ghost.
literally
tonight.
seeing a ghost for Halloween, yeah.
You only come out one day.
Lewis got proper spooked. But yeah, so when did Halloween begin? What is it all about? Why don't you want to know about the holiday you celebrate? Come on, shame on you both. Adam looks done. He's done. He's
I was
done.
actually thinking about the words Halloween. I was like, I was expecting you to do like a breakdown of where Hallow come from and where the
That's
Yeen
what
come from.
I'm gonna be doing. I haven't got started yet. I'm not. I haven't.
Fucking get on with.
I am. I'm sorry. Halloween is celebrated the night before All Saints or All Hallows Day. Hallowmas, or Feast of All Saints, is a day where the Christian religion would celebrate the lives of all known and unknown saints through history. However, this celebration would begin the season of All Hallowtide, which lasts 3 days until All Souls Day, a day of prayer and remembrance of all souls who have passed into the other realm. How very fitting for the subject. So, Halloween's origins in the festival of Samhain among the counts of ancient Britain and Ireland. The 31st was considered the beginning of the winter period, the date on which the herds were returned from pasture and land tenures were renewed. So the festival of Samhain lasted 3 days whilst winter began to settle in. And personally, because Halloween's like my Christmas, I wish we celebrated it a lot longer. Just saying. Just saying, guys.
You prefer Halloween to Christmas?
In the one day.
Halloween's like my Christmas, yeah. I love Halloween way more than Christmas. But that's probably because Christmas has been, like, soured for me from working in retail. Because everybody becomes evil.
But it's such a happy
What,
time.
what are you doing for Halloween, which is today, other than recording this podcast?
He's got you there, lad.
He's got me there, yeah. Well, my usual plan is to chill, watch some movies, you know, do some...
Get some candy.
Carve some pumpkins, you know, make the place look real spooky. You know, just enjoy it. Or even cook something nice and Halloweeny, like. And that's been my mission this year, is to try and cook a Halloweeny meal, like a dinner equivalent for Halloween. But I don't want it to just be pumpkin, because to be honest, pumpkin doesn't taste all that nice. Pumpkin soup's nice, but yeah, I'm trying to think of a good replacement. But so far, it's just all root vegetables.
Vegetables.
Yeah, I
Get
know.
some...
Brains. Have some, like,
Cow brains.
offal.
Happy Halloween.
Yeah.
Let's eat this cow's brain. But so the festive.
No, don't do that.
Please don't.
No.
Nope. It was where people believed the souls of those who had died had returned home, where the veils between this world and the next were at their most thin. Along with this, they believed that this is when all people who had died that year could finally travel into the afterlife. So it's a massive. The holiday, or the festival at least, is a massive transitional period, spiritually, physically, economically. But it's very interesting. But I like the idea that on that day alone, the veils between this world and the next are the most thin. I do feel like, I don't know if it's just me being really into it, but I do feel like the month of October in general has got like some vibe to it. Some vibe. You know, but that could
Gets dark, doesn't it? Gets dark in the morning and night.
Yeah, it's night by 6 p.m. and that scares me. Yeah, but it's more. I think it's also to do with the fact, like, you know, obviously autumn
Gets cold.
Autumn kicks in, and it's like
I can imagine James just leaving his house at 6 o'clock in the evening and just look. No, you look outside and he'll just go, veils are thin tonight.
I say that every evening. The veil.
Fuck's sake, James.
The veil's getting thinner by the day. Samhain.
Like some automated NPC.
Thank you, kind sir. Do you have a second to discuss the festival of Samhain? No! No, I don't. Celebrating the passing and return of the dead was enacted via massive bonfires upon hilltops to relight their warmth for the coming winter, but also to ward away any evil spirits that may be lurking nearby. To tie into the modern celebration of Halloween, people would wear makeshift masks and disguises, aka costumes, to fool any malicious spirits into thinking they were also otherworldly beings. So it's a disguise to hide yourself from the bad spirits. I'm dressed as a somehow invincible serial killer, so the demons are like, you know what, mate, can't kill him, can't kill the shape.
What about all the sexy cats?
Cats are a big part of superstition, and when they're sexy, it's even more confusing.
Who are you?
I'm trying to think, what would this year's sexy outfit
Everyone's
be?
going to be Harley Quinn, aren't they?
No, that was Harley Quinn years ago.
Squid Game.
Yeah, sexy Squid Game. It'd be the tracksuit, but with your tits out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be sexy Squid Game. That's the current pop culture phenomenon. I've still not watched it, by the way. I don't know what it's all
I've
about.
not watched it either.
I thought it's just battle royale, but
It's basically Fortnite.
Fortnite, the TV show. Yeah.
Fortnite.
Fork knife.
Fortnite.
The tradition of dressing up from monsters certainly has carried on to our modern celebrations of Halloween. Can you imagine a pagan woman, though? You know, you mentioned Harley Quinn. Imagine like a pagan woman dressed as a slutty Harley Quinn. Like 2,000 years ago.
You like my outfit? I'm Miss Harleen Quinzel. Ooh.
Oh, actually,
Daddy's a little slugger.
Daddy-
What's on a show?
Is it Daddy's Little Monster?
Daddy's Little Monster?
Daddy's Little
Heathen.
Monster. Heathen! I've just zipped my chest hair into my Michael Myers
I
outfit.
knew that would
Right,
happen.
it's staying down. It's staying down.
That's why I need buttons.
All right, buy me one then if you're that
Poppers.
bothered.
Little buttons. Little poppers, yeah.
Poppers.
Do you think they were like slutty Roman outfits, or do you think back in the day it was just get naked. That was.
I think the Roman outfits in
Lloyd,
general quite
what did
slutty,
they
yeah.
have? Togas. Toga
Togas.
party.
Yeah, be slutty toga party, slutty toga, and well, to be fair, the Romans are quite. They did a lot of debaucherous stuff anyway. So I don't think walking about naked would be even that much of a fuss to them. They'd be like, "Hey, how you doing?" Because the Celts believed that the barriers between realms were easily breached during Samhain, they created bountiful offerings and left them in little makeshift groves in fields, decorated for any spirit, fey folk, or general folklore beings who may come across it. Do you know what fey folk are? Before I continue,
No.
thanks for
Is
asking.
it like fairies and stuff?
It is fairies, exactly, Adam. Exactly. You get 2 points. Well
Thank
done.
you.
Well done. But imagine, like.
Suck on that, Lewis.
I was going to say.
Oh, I got you there. Imagine.
2-0 at the moment.
2-0.
Imagine these little. Hey, Lewis, you got to get your head in the game. I want you to start.
Hang on, do I get any points for my costume?
Okay, you get 1 point.
Aye.
Okay, fine. 2 points.
Oh, so because
Okay.
you objected, there he gets 2
No,
points.
actually,
Well, I want 3 points.
no. Actually, no. I'm not being pressured. Adam gets 2 for answering a cultural question. You get 1 for putting the effort in.
It was a towel and sunglasses, by the way. Can I just say?
What, blanket. It's a blanket.
Yeah, that's a good point. All right. But imagine like seeing one of these makeshift groves in the field, with all the food in for spirits, and then Bunny Man comes bounding over. What's this for me? Ooh,
This is my hair property.
this is my grove. Yeah. So the Bunny Man.
Will there
has
be
come-
an episode where the bunny man is
I know.
mentioned?
I wrote it into the script though because I feel like I
Oh.
just sued it. It's Halloween. It's a costume. Come on.
We should dress up as the bunny man.
We should do like a Bunny Man special. I think that would be good, but not for the Bunny Man because we've already done it. At some point, we will Bunny Man it up.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
yeah.
There are actually a few folk creatures who are directly associated with Samhain itself, including a shape-shifting creature called a puka that greatly enjoys the harvest offerings in the fields. Okay, who wants to earn some points?
I want to earn some points. I need this.
So what do you think a puka's all about?
Shape
What do you
shifting.
Holy shit. Yeah.
Oh.
Adam quickly typing slowly
No,
away.
I'm pretty sure you said shape shifting in the sentence. That's why.
I did actually, yeah. No points for you.
Oh, but do I get any points for being honest?
No, what
Oh,
sort of
come
game
on.
do you think this is?
I need
Lu-
them.
Lewis, what do you think it could shapeshift into then? I'm giving him a chance to redeem himself.
James, can I answer, please? I know the answer. Please pick me.
Deer.
Oh.
Let's go for deer.
Okay, Adam?
I'd say animals in general.
I'm going to give Lewis the point because yours is too broad.
Fuck
Various woodland and domestic animals or even goblins.
I get those fucking points.
You
Get the
just
fuck.
said, and the animal. That could
Nah,
be-
so of course you can't just limit it to one thing. You do this in an exam, you're fucked.
Well, guess what, boyo? It's not an exam. It's a podcast, and this quiz has literally just happened out of nowhere. So deal with it, Daddy-o.
No,
Yes,
I refuse
okay.
to play this game.
So yeah, so Luke's on 3, Adam's on 2. So there's the puka that greatly
Hang on,
enjoys the
I got 2 points for that.
2-1. No, 2-2. Yeah. Whew.
Yeah.
God, yeah, someone
Alright,
keep
I'm happy
score
with
because I'm suffering. So these beings were foretold to bring good and bad fortune, and they usually appeared in the form of a woodland creature, or sometimes dogs, or like I said, goblins. Though it's traditionally appeared as a dark, sleek horse with glowing gold eyes, and apparently, when they're in horse form, or in general, they are quite chatty, and actually love dealing out truths no matter how harsh they are. Like the truth that, Adam, your answer was just way too broad to deserve
I'm
a
sorry,
point.
but I'm sure our exceptional viewers will agree with me that if you say animals, it's a much better answer than fucking deer.
I said woodland animals and deer is a
Wow,
woodland animal. Travellers passing through these lands on Samhain must watch out for the Lady Gwyn, a forlorn woman who appeared dressed in all white. She was sometimes headless, evil, and vindictive.
Oh, it's only sometimes headless.
Sometimes evil as
Just
well.
when, just really fancied
particularly
not
evil.
wearing a head today.
Yeah, taking it off. Too much weight, mate. Imagine had a giant head, like a melon head.
Oh god. A
Take it
pumpkin
off.
head.
Pumpkinhead, yeah. But yeah, she was...
Good impression.
Thank you very much. With my... You know what, Lewis? I'm not going to come down to your level. I have a big head. I know, okay? One day I'm going to try and find something to talk about that is literally about melon heads so I can just be slagged off the entire episode.
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
please. So she was sometimes headless, evil, and vindictive, pretending to be a lost soul. She would lure and chase any journeymen she caught wandering during the night with her tailless black pig in tow. If you see her, pray that she's in a good mood. You don't know what she'll do if she catches you. The headless nature...
Imagine her. She's chasing you and just like, are you in a good mood?
Yeah.
Before I continue running, how are you feeling? Not
You need
very.
a list, don't you, to
Yeah,
check? You
yeah.
need a checklist.
Your
Has she got her head? No.
Hitchhiker's Guide to
How's she
Folk.
feeling today?
Is that a black pig? Oh!
Yeah.
But yeah, the headless nature of Gwyn leads many to believe she's actually a fairy folk member as well, similar to Dullahan. Now, the Dullahan were headless men on horses who carried their own heads. Sometimes they carried whips made of human spines. Yeah! That's very, very hardcore. A whip
Cool.
made of a spine, yeah. That's like some, that's some like endgame video game weapon. Their appearance was an omen of death to anyone who encountered them. Apparently the head it carries usually bears a hideous grin that stretches both sides of the head. The eyes are constantly moving, and its flesh has the colour and consistency of mouldy cheese.
Ooh.
So it smiles like this, up to like here, which I can't physically do, and its eyes are like...
Oh, God, I don't
It's
like that,
like
James.
cheese.
and it's got cheesy skin. So yeah, imagine that.
Reminds me
Dullahan.
of that cheese that has, like, maggots in.
Or Lewis's ass cheese as well. Not literally Lewis's ass cheese. In case you've not heard the episode, Lewis.
I don't have hash cheese.
I don't have ass cheese, thank you very much.
I'd like to put it out there now that I do not have ass cheese. No, Lewis, on one of the Thing of the Weeks he did, discussed a cheese made from donkey milk, known as ass cheese.
yeah.
Do you not even remember the only thing
I
you did?
remember.
Yeah, he doesn't.
thought you
He's
just
the one who...
said-
She would have
Very
said
dark
donkey
turn.
cheese.
Ass
If you- I would-
Yeah, okay.
yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, to make this period even more mystical, divination was used to perceive the inevitable course of certain people's health, marriage, and ultimately their deaths. In case you aren't particularly familiar with the term divination. Okay, let's earn a point, fellas. What's divination? Come on. Come on.
It's where you ascend to a religious and spiritual state.
Actually,
Divination.
that's incorrect. Lewis, you best not be stealth typing, Lewis.
Where something happens to you from a spiritual being.
You are both wrong. The term divination means the practice of attempting to foretell future events or discover hidden knowledge by occult or supernatural means. Divination can be practiced via tea leaf reading, like in Harry Potter. Adam, it's an omen of death. That one. Tarot cards.
What a guy.
Yeah, what a guy. Scrying, aka using reflections, and even sand. Using
They use
these.
sand.
I don't know, I've never done it, but
Let's
basically.
go to the beach.
Yeah. I see my future! Yeah, something like that. Easy question.
This one's easy.
This question is easy. What colours do you associate with Halloween?
Orange.
Lewis was first.
Black.
And you get half a point each because Lewis got orange and you got black.
It's just it's the internet.
Oh yeah, you convinced me. Adam gets another point. Yeah.
I'm
So the classic Halloween colours of orange and black trace their origins back to Samhain. Black represents the death of summer, while orange is emblematic of the autumn harvest season. So there you go. There you go. Lewis has put his shades on because he's a bad man. And underneath his shades is another pair of glasses. Truly horrifying. So, let's talk about a tradition we all know and love, the jack-o'-lantern. If you don't carve something around Halloween, big or small, you're missing out. I mean, do you guys carve pumpkins?
No.
I carve people.
It's just
I re-
messy.
Oh, come on. You have a bit of mess in life sometimes, mate. I remember
I haven't.
in our second year of uni, we were either too poor to get pumpkins or we left it too late to get any. So we carved satsumas. And we had them all lined up on a radiator. And what does radiators do? They get hot. So they were like, it was but it was good, you know. This is how it's citrusy. Like,
It wouldn't be bad.
No, it wouldn't be
Just
bad.
rotting hot fruit.
It wasn't like, we binned them before they got like mega mouldy, but you know, they just got a bit goopy.
Just got a
is all.
bit
goopy.
disfigured.
Bit fruity.
So yeah. So the concept of jack-o'-lanterns comes from Ireland, from a myth known as the tale of Stingy Jack.
What a guy, classic Jack.
Jack-o'-lanterns.
If you're looking for a point, Lewis, I'm not allowing it because that's just
I used to thought they were called jack-o'-lanterns.
jack-o'-lantern. Yeah, well, I think when I was very young, I used to think the same. But yeah, so I imagine Stingy Jack looking like your average kind of old coot fella. You know, well, it does in my version of the story at least. So imagine an old coot. So whilst having a good old boozy time, Stingy Jack decided to casually invite the devil to have a drink with him. I love how in all these old stories it's always like, yeah, get the devil involved. Yeah, get him in. Yeah, go on. Yeah, get him in. Yeah. Go on, Satan. Go on, mate. It's always like that. No one ever invites God to the party. You know, it's just like, I guess I'm just not one of the guys.
Did he just like shout it out in the middle of the bar or something?
Satan! Let's get drunk.
with me.
Satan! Come drink with me. Yeah, probably, to be fair. Probably. That's probably how it works. But it doesn't usually end well getting Satan involved.
Do you reckon he was just absolutely off his head because he'd already drank
Yeah.
so much and some random guy sat down? You're
He
the
was like-
fucking devil.
So Stingy Jack didn't want to pay for his drink. So after a loud bout of convincing, the devil turned himself into a coin that Jack could use to buy their drinks. That's pretty stingy, you know, making the devil literally become a coin. Very stingy. Imagine the devil, though, being like, oh, come on, man. I don't want to do this. Come
Is
on.
the devil then like trapped in a cash register or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where the devil is now. He's in an Irish cash register somewhere. So once the devil caved in and did his little flip and turned into the coin, Stingy Jack, being stingy, thought, I'll whack this bad boy in my pocket instead, next to his silver crucifix. And guess what the devil doesn't like? Crucifixes.
Ugh.
So now the devil's trapped in this old drunk's pocket next to a crucifix.
Yeah.
Not only did it
In
make
his style.
not only did it make the devil feel pretty funky, it also prevented him from turning back into his usual handsome and red-skinned self. So after darting around in Jack's pocket like some sort of really strong fly, Jack decided to let the devil go, but under one condition. What do you think that condition is?
Give me more money.
That's such a Give me another drink. That's what I'll say.
Okay. The deal was the devil would not bother Jack for 1 year, and that if Jack should die, he could not claim his soul. The devil, being a fan of deals, said, "Deal!" A year later, Jack once again asked the devil if he fancied some hijinks, some good old japes in the night. The devil evidently didn't have many other friends as he came a-running, and this time Jack asked him to climb an old tree to pick a piece of fruit. Whilst he was busy tugging at the branches, old Stingy Boy carved the sign of the cross into the tree bark. And as the devil was shouting some kind of Latin insults, Jack made him promise he could come down once he agreed not to bother him for another 10 years. And at this point, I've got to ask, what is Jack's aim with all
I feel
of
like
this?
Jack is really shit at negotiating.
He's a bad friend as well. Jack's
friend.
a bad friend.
Maybe that's why the devil's like seen as so evil. Nothing to do with like, you know, turning against God and causing a big war. But he's just been burned one too many times. Pardon the
just
pun.
really salty.
Yeah, he's just been, you know, screwed over by too many friends. He could have been... He's a good friend, but no one seems to understand it. No one seems to get it. So Jack once again went back to boozing and howling around the local area. Not too long after these devilish encounters, he actually died. He legit died. Stingy Jack was no more. As the legend goes, God was like, I don't think so, trampy boy, and wouldn't allow such an unsavoury character into heaven. The devil, still a little butthurt about the tricks Jack had played on him, but also sticking to his side of the deal, wouldn't allow Jack into hell. So, where do you go? Where do you go? Instead, he tossed a piece of burning coal to Jack and cast him out into the dark night. Jack, being a man of incredible ideas, put the burning piece of coal into a carved-out turnip and has wandered the earth alone ever since. The Irish began to refer to the ghostly figure as Jack of the Lantern, and then simply Jack-o'-lantern.
That's the wrong vegetable.
Have you seen a Jack-o'-lantern turnip?
No.
Google it quickly.
What the hell is this? This looks like a mummy's head.
Quite creepy.
Cool.
Heck, oh.
Lewis is like, get me one of those. Lewis is carving some turnips this Halloween. Tonight, I mean. Yes.
Is that still edible?
Give it a go.
I mean,
I think it's edible if you try hard enough.
How do you eat turnips? I genuinely don't know. Do you boil them?
Mm-hmm.
Boil and mash them, stick them in a stew.
Yeah.
What's taters, precious? What's turnips, eh? Give me those turnips, warm and wriggling. Happy Halloween!
Yes. So in Ireland and Scotland, people began to make their own versions of jack-lanterns, or jack-o'-lanterns even, by carving scary faces into turnips, potatoes, or any decent root vegetable, and then placing them into windows or near doors to frighten away Stingy Jack or any other wandering evil spirits. In England, where we are, large beets are used apparently as well. I mean, I haven't seen many large beets. Maybe it's a countryside thing, but
Imagine that being like the most logical thing to come up with to ward off evil spirits. It's just carving a face into fucking fruit. Vegetables. Imagine seeing someone do that nowadays and never hearing of like Halloween before, being like, "Are you okay, Jeremy?"
Yeah, I'm getting rid of Jack.
Okay, Jeremy.
I'll see you tomorrow.
I'm getting rid of Jack. I'll get rid of Jack.
Stabbing the shit out of a fucking monkey.
oh, is that a face, Jeremy?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, I think Jeremy needs some help.
Oh, God.
I can fix him. So Irish immigrants from these countries brought the jack-o'-lantern tradition with them to the United States. And soon enough, they realised that the US native pumpkin was the perfect way to practice the tradition. And that, my friends, is how jack-o'-lanterns came to exist.
Well.
So pumpkin's an American vegetable.
Yeah, it is. Yes, it is.
Like potatoes.
Potatoes are Irish, right?
Mm-mm.
No.
Pretty sure they brought that from America.
Call me dumb. You can grow potatoes anywhere now. I don't think a country owns them.
Yeah, I can defend that point, Lewis.
Yeah, I think they didn't grow here natively. I don't think.
I
think they were brought back.
I think Lewis is lying.
I'm going to Google it!
But yeah, if you are lucky enough to actually reside in Ireland, and I know a few Irish people do listen to this show, and we love you for being here, you have the distinct pleasure of being near Europe's largest Halloween festival, the Banks of the Foyle Festival in Londonderry, which takes place in the last 2 weeks of October, unless COVID, ruined it. Ireland definitely seems to get it when it comes to Halloween. And I want to see more of that. That's what bothers me. Everyone goes crazy for Christmas, and it looks like it's great in America as well. But over in England, Halloween's not really properly... It's half-arsed,
Yeah.
It's half-arsed. I mean, I get...
It's weird, because it come from this part of the world, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it was more Celtic, I suppose, isn't it?
But then America commercialized it, and then, it's become this massive, amazing thing, and then... Because everyone instantly thinks about trick-or-treating, and I get the kind of the side to trick-or-treating that makes people a bit worried about it, because these days you've got madmen out there who could just do the same thing. Oh, scary Jack. You got people like that. So it's I can see why, but everything else about it's great. You got bonfires, dressing up. That's a lot of fun. It's arguably more fun than Christmas.
Nah.
I just googled potatoes. I was right.
God's sake, man.
Where do they come from, Lewis?
The Americas, Peru.
So-
it says
You said America,
Oh.
you didn't say Peru.
it's
so you were wrong.
Americas.
South America.
So after trick-or-treating, most people attend parties with neighbours and friends in Ireland. At the parties, many games are played, including Snap Apple, a game in which an apple on a string is tied to a door frame or tree, and players have to attempt to bite the hanging apple off of the string.
I reckon I'd be really good at that.
That makes you look. It doesn't put you in a good light, does it?
Come on! Yeah. Why do you think you'd be good at it, Adam? Is it because you got
I
like
don't know.
horse?
Yeah, you
horse
just have a
horse
hunch about
teeth.
something.
Got horse
I
teeth.
have a real good feed. You know, you just think, I could fucking nail that.
Lewis has got a good biting mouth. Look at that. Please don't bite the microphone. It actually costs money.
So do apples.
The snap apple and also bobbing for. Have you ever done bobbing for apples? You ever done that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was weird because when I did it, like,
Feel like it's
You
going to
know.
awaken something in me, though.
what?
Just my head being
Ow.
held underwater.
Wait,
Being held, I don't think that's how it works, is it?
Mom, what are you doing?
Someone's tried to
I went to
kill
some
you.
strange pies when I was younger.
Tina, no!
Did you get one, Adam? Well, down you go again.
Don't stop until they're all gone.
Literally being like reverse waterboarded. You're not leaving till you get the Granny Smith. But Mum, they're all red.
Exactly.
I don't even like Brayburns.
Happy Halloween, bitch.
Oh, what a dark turn that took.
Well, you're the one who started saying you got sexual asphyxiation pleasure from bobbing for apples.
And the more disturbing thing is you immediately mentioned my mum afterwards.
Tina is certified babe.
Fuck off.
Tina's lovely. Be respectful, she's lovely.
Oh, she's so fitting.
But anyway, sorry. Denise is lovely too, Lewis.
Okay.
In addition
Okay.
Sorry. Oh my god. In addition to bobbing for apples, parents often arrange treasure hunts with candy or pastries as the treasure. The Irish also play a card game where cards are laid face down on a table with candy or coins underneath them. When a child chooses a card, he receives whatever prize is found below. See, I just want to make sure that I hope these things are still done in Ireland, because I'm just making all this stuff up going, yeah, they do this, and Irish people are going to be like, well, I don't know what he's talking about. Yeah. But I think that if that card game was played with adults, it could be a really, like, adults would twist it into something else, wouldn't they, really?
Imagine, like, what's the challenge in that game?
Well,
The card game? You just,
more-
of course
it's
you're going to
more-
see what's underneath the card. It's a card.
it's more what card you choose to flip.
There's nothing under this card. I'm not going to pick this one.
You get nothing! Yeah. I don't know how you'd, like, maybe it's stuff of the same. You can't look under the cards. You can only look at the top and be like, I wonder which one I take. You know, like that kind of deal. But yeah, imagine with adults, it'd just be like a bottle cap. It's a bottle for you, mate. Something like that. A traditional food eaten on Halloween in Ireland is barnbrack, a kind of fruit cake that can be bought in stores or baked at home. A muslin-wrapped treat is baked inside the cake that is said can foretell the eater's future. If a ring is found, it means that the person will soon be wedded. I'm sorry, but if you put a ring in my cake and I shattered my tooth, I'd be like, I don't care if I'm getting married soon. Look at my teeth. You know.
What if you, like, accidentally swallowed it as well?
Well, you'd be
Clunk.
you'd still be getting the ring just within 1 to 3 working days, depending on the state of your stomach. I don't know how regular you are. Anyway,
I don't know how efficient your bowels are.
yeah. Also, apparently, a piece of straw being found in the cake means that a prosperous year is on its way. Who's
I feel like that's not a
putting
good
it?
way to start off a prosperous year.
It's gonna be a good year.
Yes.
It's only going to be a good year if you survive choking on it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. It's that whole. At least you aren't dead. You know, that's what it's gonna be all about.
Be thankful for what you've got.
Exactly. Children are also known to play tricks on their neighbours, such as knock a dolly. Right. What do you think knock a dolly is?
Knock a door on.
No. It's where you get a doll and you bash its head onto the door of the person's house until it breaks, but you can only do it until it breaks. So you go, and you have to smash the head before the person gets to the door. Knock a dolly.
What happens if they get to the door?
You still have to smash the head.
Off their head.
Yeah. Off the wall, off anything, you have to smash the head. That's knock a dolly.
Yeah, knock on the door and run away is what knock a dolly is. But I do like your idea, Adam. It's
Do I get a
more,
point for creativity?
more visceral and violent. You both get a point.
All right.
I'm keeping
Real.
it deliberately even so no one kicks off. Now,
That's what you think.
so we're moving to Scotland now briefly. Now, sausage, apparently, has been a traditional Scottish Samhain food since ancient times. In fact, the Witchcraft Act of 1735 actually made it illegal to eat pork pastries on Halloween.
You couldn't eat like a sausage roll on Halloween.
Witchcraft!
That's
Burn
witchcraft.
here! Burn here! Yeah.
What about just pork?
Apparently, just eating pork in general was bad times. You're a witch, mate. Only witches eat pork.
You eating a fucking pig? Oi, Kevin. She's eating a fucking pig. Get my steak. Ready the firewood. Bring wood and oil.
I wasn't expecting a Denethor reference there, but I'm so glad. Oh my god!
You can always wedge one in.
I will
not bow to this farmyard animal of the north.
I keep having that just his last scream where he goes, ah! Before he runs off on fire, and then Gandalf looks really tired and he's like, "End of the days of Denethor, son of the..." And he looks really tired. I mean, no, he's been fighting in Minas Tirith all night,
And
but
then
yeah.
you just see the pig thrown off as well.
Oh man. I mean, maybe that's what the scene was based upon. It's based on witchcraft burnings
Long were
and
the
all that.
days of Piggly Junior.
You would have rather that I had fallen instead of Piggy instead. Yeah, yes, I wish that. I'm not getting the script.
You'd rather a burger than a bacon sandwich, father.
Yes, I wish that.
Anyway, next, come on, carry on with the story.
Yeah, sorry, just getting too into the Denethor.
Bring wood and oil.
Bring wood and oil.
All right, let's go.
So the Witchcraft Act of 1735 made eating pork on Halloween illegal and wasn't actually repealed until the 1950s.
Fucking wow. Everyone must have thought, you know what, fair play.
World War II, someone has a sausage on Halloween and suddenly there's a burning during a blitz.
Bakers hate him.
Do you think they were like trying to burn them quickly because of like the light discipline and all that? They were like, we gotta burn them, but as low light as possible. Come on, guys, think about it.
Are you alright?
So, let's jump into a bit of weird traditions. Weird, but with one that makes complete sense with the context of Halloween. So in Germany, between October 30th and November 8th, the good people enjoy playing... I'm sorry, I'm starting to laugh already because I just remember what this is. The good people play a game called Hide the Knives.
Oh yeah, hide your...
Let's play Hide the Knives, yeah? Oh,
no.
he's there sharpening his knives.
Hide the
knives. She looks delicious. That's actually an IT crowd reference. I wasn't saying that Germans are cannibals. If you're going to go there with that.
You motherfucker.
But yeah, we can. But what do you think Hide the Knives is about? More chance to
Stabbing
no.
people.
No, it's got to be like you have to eat something, but you can't use a knife.
It's the knife!
Wilhelm, why do you have a knife on you? Do you not know how this game is played?
Oh, how hide the knife works!
Yeah. Okay, yeah, but what do you think Hide the Knives is all about?
Oh, yeah, I have no idea.
Stabby.
Yeah, I agree. Stabby.
Stabby, stab, stab.
Yeah.
What violent minds you both have. It's actually exactly what it sounds like. They hide all their knives. But why would they hide their knives? Why would they hide their knives?
So they can't. So the bad people can't find them and stab them.
Oh, is it like evil spirits and shit? So evil spirits can't
Yeah.
find them and stab them.
So obviously during Halloween, this is when the souls of the dead return to say hi or cause you harm. One or the other. No exceptions. So to avoid bringing any harm to these spirits, the living hide their knives. But it's also a good deterrent to prevent any malicious spirits from harming you too. Well done.
That's
Well
what I
done.
said.
I'm pretty sure Adam said it, but
Do I get a point for that, James?
I'd say you get a point for that, yeah.
Is that 4-3?
I think it is.
I think it is.
The question is though, yeah, so you're hiding all your knives through this period, but how do you slice your food and such when all your knives are hidden?
Yeah, because that's what, like a 9-day
Is it,
period.
is it like a rip and tear thing? I'll
you
make
imagine?
Karate chop.
Make us a sandwich, Heinrich. Okay.
Imagine coming from like a fucking 18-hour shift or something and coming home and realising
18-hour
it's like
shift, where do
November
you
30th.
work?
Huh?
Where
I
do
don't know,
you
just
work?
imagine
18-hour
like,
shift?
back in the day, they did some crazy things. They did some crazy long hours. You come home
I've been at the coal factory
and you've
for
just,
18
you've just
hours
got your
straight.
bread out. You just got your bread out and you just realise that there's no knives because there's this fucking dumb period of time and you're just there, just completely fucking defeated, trying to spread your
Teeth.
butter with your hand like a...
Spreading it with a spoon.
I
You
fucking
can-
hate Halloween!
You can still use forks and spoons, just not knives. Imagine trying to
What if-
spread.
no.
Imagine trying to spread butter with like an egg whisk.
Why don't they just hide everything? I'm pretty sure a spoon can still do damage.
And gouge
So,
someone's eyes
so
out
can a
with it.
fork. I don't know why the spoon was the first thing that comes to my mind when it
Listen,
comes to
man, I didn't make
bodily
these
harm.
traditions up, alright? I didn't make these traditions up. Just,
The ghost can scoop your eyes out at night.
well, maybe there's a hide the spoons game as well.
Did you tell us about that?
No, because it doesn't exist. Apparently, though, the actual practice of celebrating Halloween didn't begin in Germany until about 1991. It was definitely known about, but it didn't begin
shit,
its
that
commercial. Yeah. That was 30 years ago. Apparently, they didn't actually begin celebrating it as like a commercial holiday until then.
There's a gap in the market.
The gap in him.
There's a gap in the market. Moving across the border to Germany's neighbour Austria, they have a nice little tradition that's almost kind of Christmassy. What's cooler than receiving candy whilst trick-or-treating? Having bread and water left on your doorstep. That's way cooler.
How
Way
depressing.
cooler.
What do we have here? It's a slice. It's a loaf of Hovis. Oh, whole meal.
We can have soggy bread now.
Oh, God.
Wet bread.
Ooh. Some things just shouldn't exist. The water in the bread isn't actually meant for the living, though, but it's actually for the famished souls who will be returning home that evening. How creepy would it be, though, just to say, you know, you come out your house at a certain time, look out the window, and it's just this army of, like, spectres just kind of walking down the road. That's what Halloween
creepy.
That's what
I'm pretty sure there's just going to be either hordes of ants, pigeons, or any other kind of wildlife that's just going to be like, ooh, free bread.
I mean, there is that. I thought you were just going to say, you know, like, a strange insect uprising on Halloween instead, but
Oh,
yeah.
just try and overthrow humans.
Yeah.
Only on Halloween.
Tonight's the night, brethren.
I reckon
Yeah.
that is actually what the meaning of Halloween is all about. Just there's other, you know, partially sentient creatures trying to overthrow humanity,
Yeah.
but they've never done it. Maybe this year. Maybe today.
So the thing is, if I was a ghost, though, I wouldn't be happy about receiving bread and water. I mean, I'd probably be absolutely starving anyway, but, you know, like, where's my burgers? Where's my
Oh, don't
Doritos?
talk to me about burgers.
Where's my cheesecake? Where's my Doritos and cheesecake? I'm dead.
Picky.
Give me this.
Where's my Mountain Dew?
Where's my Mountain Dew, boys? But yeah,
Picky.
picky. I'm a picky ghost. I want my crisps. I mean, this is also set in Austria as well, so where's that fat schnitzel? Let me gorge on that fat
you'll get that,
schnitzel,
James, don't
baby.
worry.
Gorge me with the fat schnitzel, baby. Now, we head back to the UK, back to here, to a place you may know called Cheshire. See, there's a lot of strange old customs in the world.
What's it called?
And in Cheshire.
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 Cheshire. Yeah, Cheshire. There's a lot of strange old customs in the world, and this one is called soul caking, or simply souling. So,
It sounds like something you'd hear on Urban Dictionary, to be honest.
I can't imagine it being on there. I just can't imagine it.
I'm going to find it.
Okay. So the custom is called soul caking, or simply souling. Adam's choking for some reason. So,
That's
ban.
reflux, guys.
Oh,
Nothing to
lovely. Nothing to worry about.
Nothing to worry about.
He's dead. It's fine. It's Halloween. He can hang. He can hang about for a bit longer. So bands of these people called soulers went from house to house singing ancient souling rhymes, and small loaves, quick breads, and cakes, sometimes called soul cakes, were handed out to them to be eaten hot while saying a prayer for their dear departed.
I just watched a little bit.
Shut up! Don't talk about it yet.
What
So-
the fuck?
So there's
Why
a
hasn't
video.
Netflix cancelled this shit?
Yeah, exactly. So we'll get to that very shortly. So these soulers went from house to house, being given cakes to eat and giving out cakes as well. That isn't the only definition for souling. Another is where poor people would visit the houses of wealthier families and receive pastries called soul cakes, yet again, in exchange for a promise to pray for the soul of the homeowner's dead relatives, which is nice. Now, we're coming up to the video that Adam just laughed at. So many of these old souling plays have disappeared with time. So whilst they do their parades, they'd be performing plays in the street and giving out food and these soul cakes and what have you. Now there's one band of mummers in Cheshire who are keeping it alive. Now mummers is another term for these soulers, these soul boys, these soul cakers.
Soul bakers.
Soul bakers. Mummers play themselves are folk plays performed by a group of amateur actors. Traditionally, these groups were all male, usually called mummers, geysers, rhymers, pace eggers, soulers, tip-tearers, wren boys, and galloshins. That wren boy. Wren boy is awfully close to rent boy.
It is quite close. Should we go ahead and watch the video, James?
So, almost.
Okay.
The surviving play has been described by its actors as a battle between Knight George and the Turkish champion, with comic appearances from Beelzebub, the old woman, who is always played by a man, Little Jerry Doubt, the drunken doctor, and the ritual three-legged Cheshire horse and his driver.
Cheshire.
Yeah. Cheshire. Did I say Cheshire?
You said Cheshire.
Cheshire. Ritual three-legged Cheshire horse. Well, now, gents, you may watch the video for a short while.
Cool.
45 seconds in.
Should we watch
45 seconds in till watch it for about 40 seconds to get and listen to it with the sound so you get the right gist of it.
France, Spain, 3 times to the West Indies, and now I return to All England again. I'm glad you come back, Doctor. Oh, good. And what can you cure? Oh, I can cure all sorts. Hey? All sorts. What's all sorts? I can cure it all.
What the fuck is this? So they just do some nice little sword fighting.
Somebody just died.
I didn't get that far.
There's an old woman.
Very traditionally English kind of, but there's some very questionable aspects to it.
There is one major questionable aspect to one.
Major questionable aspect to it, which is the gentleman in complete blackface, which is just not cool. Basically, yeah, these amateur actors just kind of cause a bit of a ruckus in a pub, really, and someone gets killed and
Sword fighting.
fighting
With weapons, not like anything else.
Yes, Adam, yes. Now, souling itself actually connects to the origins of trick-or-treating as well. Though some of these would give out these soul cakes during their folk plays, like you've just seen, others would continually perform various antics in exchange for edible swag. The trick in trick-or-treat is actually meant to be viewed as a light threat, as the tricks can lead to all kind of antics. It's fine. It's fine. It's just a light threat.
It's just a small cut on one of your main arteries.
In Scotland and Ireland, young people took part in a tradition called guising, dressing up in costume and accepting offerings from various households. Rather than pledging to pray for the dead, they would sing a song, recite a poem, tell a joke, or perform another sort of trick before collecting their treat, which typically consisted of fruit, nuts, or coins. I can't eat these.
Where was that, sorry?
That was in Scotland and Ireland. Guising.
I can't eat this coin, man. Excuse me, mate. Excuse me, mate. You got any
Candy for you.
Excuse me, mate. I got a joke for you, man. Like the chicken cross the road, mate. I was hoping you could tell me, man.
So the official act of trick-or-treating was allegedly coined in 1927. Its popularity began in 1932 in America. I would absolutely go trick-or-treating in America, though. I would. If I had a kid with
you
a
can only
child.
go trick-or-treating in America if you go to Wartorn, Virginia.
It's all right.
Just get empty rounds.
Ooh, an M4. Thank you. Got any claymores?
Is that where Mike Myers lives?
No, that's where the bunny
Where
man.
the bunny man lives.
Mike Myers is from Haddonfield, Illinois.
All right. Mr. Trivia?
It's where the film is set! Some sources argue that our modern trick-or-treating stems from bell snickling, a tradition in German-American communities, where children would dress in costume and then call on their neighbours to see if the adults could guess the identities of the disguised guests. In one version of the practice, the children were rewarded with food or other treats if no one could identify them. Respectful. Your costume's good enough, you get a gift. The bell snicker. Yeah, exactly. Now to Japan. In Japan, they don't particularly celebrate Halloween as we do in the Western world. Instead, trick-or-treating, they put their efforts into their costumes instead. Cosplay, aka costume play, is what it's all about. So you can expect to see street parties, flash mobs, and even zombie runs. That combined with some fantastic urban legends, I bet the atmosphere is purely electric. One particular event that celebrates this is the Kawasaki Halloween Parade. Now, have either of you heard of the Kawasaki Halloween Parade?
I have not, no.
So it's been...
Ride a motorbike.
Oh, I'm not gonna... Happy Halloween! Yeah, just that for like 4 hours straight. No, it's been happening annually for over 20 years. A 1.5 kilometer walk in Tokyo. Now, you can actually spectate it for free. It usually consists of around 120,000 spectators to observe the around 4,000 participants who walk in the parade. If you could dress in any outfit or creature form, what would you go as?
Octopus.
Interesting.
Not really.
Of all the things you could be, any monster, creature, you'd be an octopus.
But I'd go as Bambi.
Oh, man.
Genetically modified Bambi.
Another Japanese Halloween celebration is the haunted trains or Halloween trains, where it's literally a party train full of ghosts, ghouls, and whatever costume you can find. These trains aren't exclusive though, so there's these pictures you can see of people in costumes all like really having a good time, and it's just like the odd commuter just looking like, I hate this. Just in between them like,
I just want to go home.
just let me go home. There's some guys at Wolf going next to him like that, you know. Believe it or not, though, this tradition actually began in the 90s when groups of American expats began throwing Halloween parties on the trains. Expat being expatriate, basically someone who now resides in that country from another country. These Americans would throw Halloween parties on these trains, make a complete mess, and then just leave it for the maintenance people to clean up the next day, which is it's jerky behaviour. It's very jerky behaviour. However, these days they are far more official and organised, so that's good. Now, I also looked at popular Halloween traditions, and apparently, staring into a mirror is on the list. Now, remember I mentioned it earlier?
I do that every night.
Oh.
Stare for a good 20 minutes, just look and just...
How's it go for you?
Set an alarm.
Can you remember what it's called? I did say it.
No, the only thing that's going through my mind is the Peep Show quote where this thing is like Super Hands is it's been a long hard night looking into the mirror, and Mark goes whole bit of soul searching. He goes, no, cocaine, Mark.
Oh, I remember that. But yeah, it's actually called scrying, which sounds like a really powerful, nasty spell. But so we briefly discussed it earlier, and this time the reasoning for doing so is kind of similar to the Bloody Mary game. This form of divination involves turning off all of the lights in a room, clearing a space like this room. I could do that now. I could do it. And then staring into a dark mirror. Apparently, in time, the viewer will eventually begin to see their future husband or wife appearing over their shoulder. See, when I've stared into a mirror in the dark, the only thing that's happened is my face has looked like it's slowly changing, and it's scared the crap out of me.
I'm sorry, but how the fuck do you even see anything if you're staring into a mirror in the dark?
It's all mind games, isn't it? It's all mind games, mate. It's got to be. Or maybe you unlock your third eye and you begin to see, you begin to access parts of your brain that you haven't accessed before, and then you start to see, you get future reflections, Maybe that's what's going on. However, if you stared into the mirror in the dark and saw a skull instead, this means you're going to be dead before you get married.
Wait, if you see a skull?
If you see a skull instead...
What if you never get married?
Oh, I guess that in a way, that would be it, wouldn't it?
Fuck you, skull.
But then you'd spend the whole time going, oh my god, I'm going to die, and then it turns out you die.
Then you definitely die before you get married.
Yeah,
What if you do like a really rapid marriage? Like a
Do what?
20-minute thing? Like, you can just get married in the next 20 minutes, so you're going to die in those next 20 minutes.
Well, evidently, the mirror doesn't lie.
I try and sneak it.
All right, and you try and sneak.
Just cancel wedding.
Oh, yeah, got you there, fate. And you get run over by a carriage.
Fuck you, skull!
Other versions of the tradition would fall for the viewer to walk to the mirror backwards, for your reflection to be technically walking further into the mirror world. Others require you to brush your hair 3 times, whilst others say that you must eat an apple cut into exactly 9 pieces, and then at the 9th piece, you throw it over your shoulder and your lover shall appear.
Sorry. Some of these are fuck.
I'm going to try that one.
I'm going to do it every night.
Something funny, Adam?
James, it isn't working.
Why are there random pieces of apple in your bathroom, James?
What's the circumference of the apple I need, and how many degrees do I need to cut the slices?
I'll consult the manual. Something funny, Adam?
Is there
What's
a
his
device that cuts it into 9
Yeah, there is that device.
know,
that you can
James.
push.
Yeah.
We'll see who's laughing in the end, Adam.
Well, I'm still alone, so good luck to you.
Most of these rituals as well should be performed during the ding of the midnight dong. The midnight ding dong. Midnight.
The ding of the midnight dong. That sounds like the shittest porno ever.
Get ready for the ding of the midnight dong, ladies. Yeah,
Is this the sexy fucking Magic Michael Myers thing coming back to haunt us again?
Yeah. Apparently so, yeah.
Oh god, not again.
There we go. Get it out. Apparently sticking wet apple seeds to the cheeks of many potential suitors and seeing which one sticks the longest is also one way to decide who's your man. And also, peeling an apple and seeing the letter the people make... Sorry. Peeling an apple and seeing the shape of letter the peel makes would indicate what letter your lover's name would begin with. Now, how's that for you, Adam?
What if you're blind? Quick, somebody tell me! What does it say?
It's
likely to be a C or a O, isn't it? If you're peeling that.
Nah, that's an R, mate. It depends if you're going for lowercase or uppercase as well. Caps lock.
I'm sure we can consult the other ghosts.
People just need to get rid of apples around Halloween, don't they? What should we do with all these apples?
It's true. I like the way. Imagine going around though, sticking apple seeds to people's cheeks and being like,
yeah, can you imagine just a random stranger? I'm sorry, I need to see how long it sticks for.
I'm gonna marry you.
Is it falling off?
Practitioners of scrying, the mirror dimension thing I was talking about, if you've been listening at all, have said it also has a calming effect similar to that of meditation, allowing you to cleanse the mind of unwanted thoughts and prove that you are a lot hotter than that bitch Snow White. So you can also try that out as well. It's worth a shot. I mean, there's a lot of things you can do on Halloween. A lot of things.
Why don't you just
a
go
lot of
talk
things.
to someone, see if you vibe, see if it... None of this fucking apple seeds in cheeks shit. Fucking dicing up apples. Just go talk to someone. I like your costume.
Boring.
James, are you coming out to the party? Just fucking yeeting some fucking apple over his shoulder. Hold on, Mom, hold on.
Happy Halloween!
I need to do this so I can fall in love, Mom.
So, back to apples. Bobbing for apples again. Bobbing for apples' roots grew from a place with a romantic standing. Not that Halloween isn't romantic, it certainly has an element of love to it, really, if you think about honouring the spirits. Honouring the
romantic
spirit
overtones to these apples.
Because you're honouring the spirits of those you loved as well. That's love.
That's almost quite biblical because of the whole Adam and Eve and apple thing.
Oh, look, here he goes.
Aye.
Here he goes. Yeah, it's true, though. It's true. Apples are a very important fruit, if I must say.
One of your 5 a day, guys. Get them in.
That's why they're one of my favourites.
Get 'em in.
Apparently, though, bobbing for apples began as an early form of courting ritual. Played by the ladies and their potential man-meat, certain rules varied.
Sorry, the what?
Played by the ladies and their potential man-meat.
The potential man meat.
Their potential man-meat.
Oh, like not their actual man meat.
Not their literal penises, no. Just like their, just a piece of man made of meat. A man made of meat, yeah. So one of the apples had the men's names written onto it or carved into the apple, and the ladies would try their best to get a bite of their desired apple. And then, if it took her one try, they were certainly destined for a romance. If she succeeded with her second attempt, he would court her, but their love would fade. If it took 3 tries, their relationship was doomed. You'd just stop after the first bite didn't work, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
You'd just be like, nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
Imagine.
Messed it up.
Unless you were born with real good horse teeth, like Adam's got the scariest set of teeth.
Oh yeah.
this is what
I
I
do think you would be good. That is a good.
I can get some apple.
When we're together, fellas, we're doing some bobbing for apples. Jesus Christ. Oh, God, I've got 3 of them. 3 of them, both of them baring their teeth at me. If you were to put your chosen apple under your pillows before you slept... God, you know what? There's so much more apple research in this episode than I initially realised.
This is just
So
an
much.
Apple salesman.
Granny Smith!
No one buys apples in October. How do I get rid of these?
I can help you out, mate. So, if you were to put your chosen apple under your pillow with your suitor's name on it, you were supposedly meant to be visited by your desired hunk, who would then come to you in your dreams and presumably just... Say Adam, man. Oh my God. He would come to you...
into you.
I didn't mean to do that pause. That was an accident. I got confused reading. It wasn't on purpose. Yeah, so he'd come to you in your dreams, and presumably, do some flexes or hang his dong out or whatever dream guys do. I don't know. I've never tried it. I've never appeared to someone in their dreams.
Some
I don't
strange
think.
traditions back in the day.
All thanks to apples. And this tradition itself of hanging dong with apples and whatever, the tradition actually traces its origins to a courting ritual that was part of the Roman festival honouring Pomona, the goddess of agriculture and abundance, but also Feralia, which was celebrated also late in October, where the Romans commemorated their dead. When the Romans conquered the British Isles, the Pomona and Feralia festivals were blended with Samhain, as they all fell at similar times.
I know we give you shit, James, but fair play. Your research is top notch.
Thank you. I appreciate you,
Can I have another point? Do I get any dick sucking points?
After class.
Brown nose.
That too, Adam. That
Teacher's pet.
teacher's pet. So we're almost So obviously there's so many more traditions we could mention, but I'm going to do some honourable mentions now because we're almost, at the end. There's so many traditions, you can't truly cover them all in one episode, but I think, in terms of apples, you're good to go. You can talk about apples for weeks now.
How do you
Now-
like them apples?
Hey, there he is. Now let's mention Mischief Night. This old tradition began around the mid-1700s, usually took place on the night before either Halloween or the UK tradition, Bonfire Night on the 5th of November, where children would partake in playing pranks and vandalism.
Of course.
There is
Just
actually...
prank, bro.
Yeah, it's just a prank, man. Don't tase me, bro. There is more to it, but for the sake of flowing this episode and finishing up soon, we're going to keep going. So fast forward to modern day USA, and the tradition has found more notorious standing. Now also known as Devil's Night, Cabbage Night, Mat Night, Bonfire Night, Miggy Night, Tic Tac Night, Corn Night, Trick Night, Mickey Night, Gate Night, Hell Night, and Goosey Night. This night of notoriety has taken particular standing in New England, South Dakota, Detroit, Winnipeg, Quebec, and other parts of North America. I think my personal one I like is Mickey Night.
I like Mickey Night.
But Cabbage Night?
Sounds like the most basic
Cabbage.
thing you can...
Cabbage Night.
I think it's
Sorry, I
pronounced
mispronounced it. Sorry. It's Cabbage Night. Oh, my God.
It's continental.
So revelers perform a variety of tricks on this night, ranging from stealing rotten fruit from local farms and throwing it at people, to setting fire to cars and buildings. Doorbell ditching, egging, and toilet papering are all common pranks that night. Basically, everything bad to do
Basically
with
just a
trick-or-treating.
fucking purge, isn't it?
Yeah. For 12 hours, all crime is legal. It's Cabbage Night.
It's the dreaded Cabbage Night.
Cabbage Night, yeah. So in Detroit, the practice became so violent and dangerous that volunteers began organising Angels Night, keeping an eye out for crimes and trying to deter arson and vandalism before it happens. Up to 40,000 volunteers patrolled the streets on Angels Night, which has drastically reduced the chaos from the city's Devil's Night, Cabbage Night. Personally, I think the best name for the tradition, by modern standards, would be Dickhead Night.
You said Ket Night?
I said Dickhead Night.
Oh, Dickhead. Sorry. I
Ket
thought you
Night.
said Ket Night.
Kid.
Ket
Night. You kid.
Though if all these things don't seem all that appealing to you, historically or not, maybe trunk... Sorry, I think I meant... Oh, no, that's correct. I thought I put a typo in. It's actually true. Historical or not, maybe trunk or treating might be for you. If you don't fancy walking the streets dressed up, knocking on strangers' doors for some tasty treats, maybe you prefer to go into a car park instead. Introducing Trunk or Treat. Get over to your local car park, fill your boot full of treats, and go car to car getting the swag. It's a safer way of doing it. It's usually a
It
monitored
definitely
event.
isn't. I'm sorry, but if you're going trunk or treating, you're either going to get kidnapped or dogged.
Swiggity swag, get in the bag! So yeah, you're in a car park going car to car, getting candy.
Wonder what's in this white mysterious van.
Free candy? Oh boy!
Free
Appa-
candy.
Over here in England though, it'd be like a Tesco car park or like it'd be like a car boot sale, wouldn't it, in a very muddy field, which would probably make it a lot more atmospheric, to be fair. But as I said, there are many, many more wonderful traditions, like having a party at Bran Castle, aka Dracula's Castle, the Day of the Chestnut, where the bells are rang for 24 hours to honour the dead, and eavesdropping on a neighbour with a mouthful of water and fistful of salt.
A fistful of salt.
A mouthful of water and a fistful of salt.
That would confuse me. My senses would be confused.
It's true. I don't know what that would be about. Maybe it's another apple thing.
You
Have an
can
apple in
imagine
your
just,
hand.
Like, being in a semi-fighting stance, like...
I think it'd be cool.
Salt in the face.
Pocket salt.
What if you reversed it and had some water in your hand and salt in your mouth?
You wouldn't spit out, you just go... Oh, no, you set me off. I'm sorry.
You now have heart disease.
Oh, my lungs. So yeah, obviously we can't cover everything. You know, you've got Mexican Day of the Dead, which is a whole amazing thing. You know, we didn't cover every tradition in this episode, and you know what? Maybe a series is required at some point. But either way, I do hope that the three of us, or at least me, guys, have made you feel educated this Halloween. Because Halloween isn't just about fun; it's about learning. Stop having fun and learn. Happy Halloween. But yeah, from the three of us, we wish you a very happy Halloween. So guys, that is Halloween traditions.
Well.
Happy Halloween! What have you learned?
I've learned a lot. I've learned apples are just basically Halloween porn. The whole seed in the cheek tradition, I like that. I'm going to start shoving my hand in people's mouths, sticking a seed to the cheek and being like...
It wasn't the inside of the cheek.
Yeah, why not? Oh, is it not?
On the outside of
the
the
outs-
cheek.
That's bullshit. I thought it was on the inside. That's why I was like, it's going to be in there for ages.
It's supposed to monitor that.
No, yeah. Has it fallen?
That's what I meant. That's why I thought it was so dumb.
Let's have a look in there.
Is it still in there? Yeah, it's still in there. It's like his mouth produces moisture or something.
I don't know how you got that idea, Adam, but fair play for you believing it that long. I'll give you that.
I have a much more creative mind than you two, sorry. Yeah, that's right. Speechless.
Right.
Fucking speechless.
It's funny because you say you're creative, yet your input in this episode has been pretty poor. So
That's not nice, James. That was a mean thing.
happy Halloween, bitch.
Happy Halloween, you.
Out of all the traditions you've heard from, knowing or not knowing them, which one would you like to do this Halloween if you could?
I'm going to do the apple one where you cut it into 9 segments, eat 8, and then
Yes.
throw the last one over your shoulder. Wait, which shoulder?
gonna
Did
try
was
that
it
one
specific?
too.
Any
I
shoulder?
think it's just said
Oh,
over
yeah.
your shoulder.
Okay.
Maybe do
You
both.
notice Stitches up there, Adam. I bet it is.
Huh?
I bet there is a shoulder. you
Yeah,
have to
there's
throw
because it's
it
like
over.
the whole throwing salt and pepper over your shoulders or something
Is it
like
left shoulder? The salt's over the left shoulder, isn't
that. Oh,
it?
exactly. I don't understand.
So maybe the apple's over the left shoulder.
Okay, Lewis,
Why am
you
I
do-
going to teach you the entire?
Lewis,
Yes.
you do the left, I'll do the right, and whoever
Yes.
basically gets laid is the winner.
So romantic.
Whoever gets your,
Okay.
the dick play with his
I'm gonna
Halloween,
get a call from Lewis being like, "I win! I've won! I've won! No!"
Adam, it's the left shoulder.
He's the left shoulder. I can just imagine him running down the street for some reason.
I did it with a pink lady over my left shoulder.
It must be done with a pink lady.
Jazz apples just do not work.
I think I'll be using a Granny Smith.
I think I'd do the mirror staring one. I've done it before. I'd do it properly though.
Yeah, I was going to say, I feel like you do that most nights anyway.
Yeah.
hilarious. No, like properly, but not to find obviously my future wife because that would be disturbing because I'm already married and I wouldn't want to.
found her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, at least I hope this is where like someone else I know appears. I'm like,
Argument ensues.
Hello.
Did you see her in the mirror?
yeah. But, yeah. That's a very
Just a
flattering,
really,
very flattering impression of my wife's voice there, which is definitely not how she sounds.
Just a really paranoid, jealous wife. Do you see anyone in the mirror?
Why didn't you talk to me?
But yeah, that is our happy Halloween tradition episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I mean, I got a bit on baking in this Michael Myers jumpsuit. Very hot. I'm gonna literally strip out of it as soon as.
Okay,
this is
we
over.
can hear. We can hear.
Listen to the sound of the zip.
But yeah, I'd like to wish you, everyone listening, a very, very happy Halloween. Happy Halloween from the three of us. I mean,
Yes, an extremely happy Halloween.
yeah. we hope you whatever you get up to, you have a good time and stay safe as well.
And if you're
But-
visited by the spirit of sexy Michael Myers, please let us know. He's already here.
Ba-bum.
Yeah.
He's already here.
Ba-bum. Bum.
Sexy magic Michael
Bum.
Myers.
Yeah, he's coming.
Hard to say. Oh, he's coming. He's coming. All right.
But yeah, yes. So, any parting words other than
I've
filth?
said enough.
You have said enough, mate.
I've said enough.
Way too much. Lewis?
Happy Halloween.
Oh, that's sweet. Yes. Happy Halloween, everyone, from us here at Marvel's Mysteries of Midlanders. Thank you so much for listening. Hope you've enjoyed the spooky season of content we gave you. If you didn't, we don't care. We just try to entertain. You know what?
Go find another podcast.
Yeah. There's plenty of them. Yeah, so...
If you didn't like it, why have you listened to the end of this podcast?
yeah. Appreciate your seething hatred to get this far in. Well done.
Thank you to the 3 listeners that made it this far.
Why is nobody listening? But yeah, thank you so much, guys. Have a wonderful Halloween. And until next time, I'm James.
Alexander. Oh, sorry. That wasn't a cue for me to say your last name.
It was a cue for you to say your own name, but okay.
Hello, my name's Adam.
Lewis. Goodbye.
It's the worst exit. Right, yeah. I'm James. He's Adam. He's Lewis. Goodbye and happy
Goodbye,
Halloween. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, 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 bye.
Bye-bye.
Every time he opens his mouth, his head's half off.